this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 21st through the 27th. Let's take a look at your overall energy before we dive into your reading and seeing what the connections are between you, your love life, your emotional self, all those good things. Let's see what we have. Overall energy for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. Okay. What do we got? We got the King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so the King of Wands energy here is about somebody who is very confident, who is very charismatic. Be fire signs. You could be dealing with fire sign people. This can even be your energy where you're just feeling it. Like you're feeling in control of your own life, because I see that with the Nine of Pentacles for sure. You're like, I'm doing me, I'm having me time. I'm, I got my finances, I'm straightening those out, or I'm doing good in that area. I'm feeling myself. I don't need anybody. I'm okay. I'm feeling good about me. And it doesn't mean that you're alone. It just means that you're feeling yourself. You're feeling good about who you are. And then we have the Page of Cups. So we've got an offer of love on the table. We've got an offer of affection. Somebody may be sending you love messages, telling you how they feel about you, something like that. So let's see what we have when we break out the tarot and get into your energy first. Okay, so show me Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising's energy. Okay. And if you don't know what your rising sign or your moon sign are, I mean, you should know what all your signs and placements are. Everybody should have a natal chart done once in their life. I'm not doing extended readings right now, but I am doing astrology and tarot personal readings if you want to check that link in the description. But you can always just look up your placements, like a website like astro.com, which I have linked in the description. It's very helpful to know what your moon is, because that's your emotions, and your rising, because that's how you see the world and how people see you when they first meet you. Okay, we have the Five of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, Justice, and the Knight of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy in this. A lot of earth and fire too. Okay. So the Five of Wands next to the Ten of Wands, I'm feeling there's a struggle happen here. There could be tension. There could have been an argument. There could be competition that you have felt that has made you feel like there's a burden that you're carrying, and you just like want to put this shit down. And it's just like you are tired of it. You're tired of the struggle. You're tired of the tension or the disagreements or the pettiness or whatever it is. It's bombarding you, and you're like, I want to take this weight off my shoulders. I'm over this. I don't want to do this anymore. So we have the Queen of Pentacles next to it. That's you, your energy right here in the middle. You're choosing to focus on what you can control in your life. And that may be primarily your home, your children if you have them, your close relationships, your job. You're doing that regular domestic everyday stuff, and you're just trying to like pitter patter along and focus on that stuff and find balance in your life again. You're trying to live your life in a truthful and honest way, and that's what's really important, is just you taking it one day at a time. The Knight of Pentacles. You're trying to make a practical plan. You're just trying to stay grounded right now. Okay, let's go ahead and look at clarification for what you're going through, what you're dealing with. Okay. Clarifying for Taurus. Okay, the World card is coming out first, and it's coming out next to that Five of Wands. That tension, that issue, it's done. It's done and over. The World is saying this is complete now. This cycle that you've been dealing with has come full circle, and you are not going to be dealing with that, whoa, shit, in the future. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. Okay, I'm not going to take this whole stack because that's half my deck. That was exciting. It's funny because I have the Tower card too. It's like so exciting that I just towered my whole deck. Okay. It's something that's come to an end. And you're actually, strangely enough, I think kind of at peace about it. You wanted this to come to an end because you waited for something for so long. Here's the Seven of Pentacles. You waited, and that waiting was what your struggle was, okay? So we see the struggle, the Ten of Wands, and we see the Seven of Pentacles. So it's that long-term, like, when is this going to pay off? Couldn't carry that anymore. So you're deciding to set it down. And the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower. You're going through a big change in your life, babe. This is a big, possibly an upheaval, possibly something that was shocking to you. Maybe it's something you expected, but it's a big change. It's going to change the way that you do life, the way that you look at your relationships, the people that are around you, who you want to keep in your life and who you want to let go. All right, what's clarifying the Justice card? We've got the Star. There's something that, I think there's a truth that's come out that was very healing. Well, if it hasn't come out yet, it's going to come out. It's a healing truth. It's something that actually helps you to look towards the future now instead of dwelling on the past and what's happened before. It's helping you balance your life. So truth is a difficult thing sometimes when we first hear it, when we first deal with it. But after a while, truth is really the only thing. I know it's a cliche, but it's the only thing that will set you free. Okay, and then we've got the Knight of Pentacles, the slow, steady, what you're planning, what you're doing. We've got the Death card. We've got Scorpio energy in here. This, to me, two major cards that you begin and end with that are about endings. Okay, they're mirroring each other, the world and death. This is, and the Tower in here, this is a huge transformative time. This is really a time for you to look at your life and decide, which way am I going? What do I want? Who am I now? Okay, but there is a huge ending that's taken place. That's apparent to me. And endings are hard a lot of times. But sometimes it's like, now we know. It's the not knowing, it's the waiting that is a burden on our soul. Okay, and let's look at your person. Now, this may come out, I'm going to say this right now. When I look at somebody's person, it's not always who they think it is. It's a weird thing about tarot that, like, a lot of times there's the first person that comes to your mind, and that's the one that you always think about. And you're like, when they say my person, that's who it is. Sometimes it's not. And I will leave it up to your discernment and your judgment to know who this person is, okay? All right, that's what my cards are telling me. Enough. You have shuffled me enough. Okay. We've got the King of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. All right. I do not like to see the Knight of Cups unless it is next to something really positive. It totally depends on what it's next to. And most people may interpret this a little bit differently, but let me just tell you. The Magician is somebody who has all of the tools, right? They have the skill level, they have the communication level to accomplish whatever it is, manifestation, right? To make happen what they want to happen. And having that next to a very romantic card like the Knight of Cups, this is like the smooth talker. This is the person who gets what they want by saying what they think people want to hear. It's not a trustworthy kind of energy. So this individual that I'm seeing reflected in your reading is somebody that I think has told you a lot of things that didn't really stack up, okay? And we have the High Priestess right in the middle. She's all about secrets and mystery and using your intuition. And I feel like you are, I did see you getting a truth, right? So if you haven't gotten that truth yet, I think it's coming. Because this person has not divulged everything to you. I think that it's going to be divulged. I think you're going to get information from this individual. And starting off, let's just say, the King of Cups, I went backwards, but I go where my brain goes. Okay, the King of Cups is an emotionally stable person. They are a person who's got their emotions under control. They've got their life generally, you know, they've got things squared away. This is a good person. So when I'm seeing this, I don't see this as being a shitty person. I'm going to specify that because it sounds really nasty when I'm like, oh, they've been keeping secrets and they just say what they want, they think you want to hear. I don't think that this person said what you wanted to hear to manipulate you. I think that they truly did feel like they were doing what was best for you in this situation, or best for both of you, okay? I don't think that they were just trying to be devious, because I don't see deviousness in this, okay? But this person, they have been through their own struggles. We've got the 9 of Wands here. They have been beaten down before emotionally, and this has made them stronger. But they're also wary of emotion. They are wary of showing too much. The King of Cups is emotional, but they don't show a lot of emotion. They keep that under check. And I think that's why they've kept a lot of things inside, is because it's a wariness of oversharing. And then having the Magician next to the Knight of Cups, it's like, yeah, they want to control how they come across. They do. And I don't think, again, that it's devious. I think that that's how they manage things. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify some of this information for your person. Again, it may be who you think it is, it may not. So think about who this applies to. Use your intuition, your discernment. Okay, that's too many cards. That's not. Okay. We've got the 9 of Cups. We've got the 9 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is twice here, so that's always interesting to me when they show up more than once. Ooh, the 10 of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, having the 9 of Cups clarifying the King of Cups. I think this person really did, I don't know what point you're at. I feel like this is something in the past for sure, but I'm just putting that out there. Apply it as you will. Did feel really good about themselves when they were connected to you. I feel like this was something that was very emotionally fulfilling to them. And the 9 of Cups, or the 9 of Wands, clarified by the Knight of Cups here. I think they were wary of giving too much, though. They were wary of giving too much of themselves for whatever their reasons were. They held back. They held back some of their emotions, their feelings, their affection from you, even though it did feel very good. I think that it has a lot to do with their feeling like things would end for them. Things would end difficult. Why am I trying to put a suffix on it? That things will end difficult for them. That still doesn't sound right. Anyway, correct my grammar in the comments. I'll appreciate you. They keep their secrets about what their struggles are. Somebody was betrayed in this relationship, maybe both people. It's coming up under their side, the betrayal, like they've experienced it. So, you know, but it could definitely be both sides. And I feel like there were a lot of things that were not said when they were supposed to be said between the two of you. Now your person is at a point where they're just trying to make the best, most logical, most well thought out decisions for their own life as they can. They're really trying to take emotion out of it. And that doesn't mean they don't have them. That means that they're trying to make logical, practical, good decisions in the future. And that may seem harsh or cold to you. That's a possibility. But they've had their affection rejected before. And I think that this will not be the last time that they've had their affection rejected. So I think that with them, there is rejection is part of the story. Maybe you rejected them in a way. Maybe they perceived something that you did as a rejection, because we have that 5 of Pentacles clarifying the Knight of Cups. They're protecting themselves. That's what this really comes down to. What they want and balancing it with what is practical and what protects themselves. So let's look at closing energies, things that you need to know going forward. Oh, that was just perfect. It was 3 cards come out. Okay. So we've got the 2 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. You have to let this conflict go. You got to let this stalemate go. You've got to take a break from what you've been carrying around. That's what this is really about. Take a break from what you've been carrying. It's not serving you. It's not doing you any good. Revisiting things that are painful to you is not helpful for you moving forward, because this is not a especially easy energy. Some things we have to just leave them for a while. You know, you can't sit there and watch the pot and see when it's going to boil, when something's going to change. This is showing your need to rest for a while, because it's not going to be resolved by more conflict, by more arguing, by more back and forth. That's not going to help it. What's going to help you is you need to put down this burden, this thing that you've been carrying, and take a break. You got to rest. You got to take a break from this. Okay, let's pull a song card. Song cards are like when you hit shuffle on your playlist and you're like, the next song that plays is a message. Okay, but you can't make fun of my music. That's the rule. Ooh, Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. That's an interesting one. Take that how you will. And then the last thing is a Moonology card. This is just an overall closing out what you need to know. If you enjoyed this reading, hit subscribe. Come see me next week. Hang out with me again. Let's see what your overall closing energy, what you need to know. Okay, we've got the answers you need are coming. You got something coming good to you. You've got some information that you need coming, truth, answers, all that clarity that's going to help you move forward. Thanks for watching, Taurus. I'll see you again next week.